Yeah, no, very, very proud of the team. Being our first game, I think we definitely had some first game jitters, but we were able to fight through that. We had to go with an unconventional starting lineup tonight. So just really, really proud of our effort. Would love to clean up some things basketball wise, but as far as toughness and effort to get it done, I'm very, very proud of this group.
Can you talk about Gabby Scott from yesterday? 10 points, 8 rebounds. It seems she cleaned up the offensive boards a lot today.
Oh my goodness, you can't say enough about Gabby Scott tonight. She's a kid that we've really challenged in the last month to own rebounding. That's an area that we think we need better rebounders, and we've really challenged her to own that, and she has, and she's come through big time. I mean, for her to start tonight, which was kind of a last-minute decision, and to come down with 8 rebounds, 6 of those being offensive, in addition to 10 points and going 2 for 3 from the three. I'm so proud of that kid. She's bought in, she does the right thing, and it's really starting to show on the court for her.
Coach, can you talk about the physicality and the willingness to welcome the physicality? I mean, driving to the lane, expecting the challenge and expecting the contact and battling through it, and then stepping in to take charges. I mean, it was a whole team mentality tonight to be. It's going to be a physical game, and we welcome it.
Yeah, yeah. These kids are tough. They're getting tougher every day. We try to challenge them a lot in practice, but we're never going to back down from physical. That's a part of our identity and who we are. And I credit them for really strong drives to the rim. We talk a lot about jump stopping and not getting charges on ourselves, which we will continue to work on. But the fact that we took so many charges, I mean, Anaja Staten I think took 2. Pat took 1 or 2. I think it should have been 2. So just really proud of this group for their toughness.
You mentioned the unconventional starting lineup. Could you just take us behind the decision to not play Kylie and Quinn until the second half?
Sure. That was just a team decision that we made internally. Obviously, those are our 2 returning leading scorers and leading rebounders, but it was what was in the best interest of the program tonight.
Coach, how are you feeling about your first game as acting head coach?
It was good to get it out of the way. It was good to get that under my belt, hopefully get a little bit more comfortable. I would have loved if it wasn't so close, and I could have been a bit more calm, but yeah, just happy that the kids were able to perform. They've bought into what we're doing, and I'm doing it for them, and I think they came up and showed up for me tonight as well.
And is there any added stakes for you with UMBC being your old school? You had to show them something?
Yeah, no, I did work there 2019 to 2020 with the same staff, and they're doing a great job. They've come a long way. I was there their first year, and now this is year 5 for them, and they've just done a tremendous job. They gave us all we could handle tonight, so really proud of what they're doing there as well.
Coach, you return a lot, but there's also many new faces. It's almost you look in. There's a new sub coming in. They weren't here last year. Are you still in the process of figuring out where everybody fits, both returning and new faces, and how has that been going overall about kind of trying to bring these 2 groups now together?
Oh, yeah. I mean, bringing in 6 newcomers that all add a really impactful piece has been exciting. And what we just keep talking about is separation. I don't know who's going to be the first sub every night right now because no one has established themselves in that way because it's so close. It's so even. We have so many kids that can do so many good things any given night. So I think at least early on, until somebody has a breakout moment, it's going to be a lot about matchups and who we're playing and who's ready to go that night.
And Pat Anumba, I mean, we've said a lot about her last year. Having her to start the year now is nice as well. But what has she done over the offseason to lift her game even further? I mean, she was a gamer tonight, huge lay-ins, making huge plays. What has she done to just keep putting the work in?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a harder worker, I would argue, in the country than Patricia Numba. I've been doing this for 15 years at the Division I level, and I've never coached a kid that works as hard as Pat, and I don't think I ever will again. Her investment level and her work ethic is 1 in a million. She lives in the gym. I happen to be her position coach, so I get the fortunate circumstance of living there with her. But it's day and night. She just is so hungry to get better. And even after tonight, she's not going to be pleased with how she played tonight. She's not going to be pleased with her shooting percentage. She's not going to be pleased with her 3-point percentage. And I guarantee you, if she's not in the gym tonight, she will be calling me first thing in the morning to get back in the gym.
You played 12 players today. Is that something, obviously it's going to be hard to do that every game, but was that kind of something you especially wanted to do because it was the first game, try and get everyone involved, or are you still kind of trying to feel out your rotations?
Yeah, I think early in the season we're still figuring out the rotation, and I also think with having two kids that usually play high minutes, not playing in the first half, that changed some things, and then we got in foul trouble, which I hope we don't do again, because having Lex, Pat, and Kylie all with 4 fouls, and Kylie 4 in 20 minutes. Wow, that's impressive for her. But having those 3 kids with 4 fouls, typically our 3 starting guards, that's not the most comfortable feeling in the world. So, yeah, a lot of people stepped up tonight. Really proud of our bench.
Yeah, I mean, we knew UMBC was going to be challenging, and we stepped up and ended up victorious.
We was in a lot of foul trouble, so our lineups was a little like all over the place, but we still managed to get the W and play with each other, so that was good.
Lex, can you talk about the physicality tonight? I mean, on both sides of the court, you guys were ready to initiate and expect contact, and up and down the bench, everyone was ready to go. And just talk about that mindset.
Yeah, it was a gritty game, and it's gonna be like that all year round because they know we're like athletic, they know we're fast, so they're gonna try to bump us, throw us around, but we gotta push back. That's the whole point of being like tough and trying to get the job done. So.
And Gabby, can you talk about just over the summer? Obviously, during the offseason, you definitely raised your game from where it was last year. Just talk about that and having the night you had tonight.
Yeah, I know I had to get better, especially on like rebounding, and I've been getting in the gym, so shooting is definitely something I've honed in on over the off season, and I'm pleased with how we played tonight.
Lex, can you talk about your game tonight? I mean, led the Tigers in scoring. I mean, just really able to do it all for them tonight. And we've seen that from you before. Is that something that you're comfortable doing, just kind of carrying the load and doing whatever's asked of you?
Yeah, I'm doing whatever it takes to win. So whatever aspect is needed, then I have to step up. So I'm going to continue to do that all year round.
Guys, you guys forced 24 turnovers against them. How can you speak on the defensive play today?
Yeah, this whole week in practice we've been honing on not letting them get paint touches, which I like to drive a lot, and we really emphasize that, and we showed out tonight.
You guys both scored or stepped up your scoring from last year and played some increased minutes tonight. Did coaches or Kylie and Quinn, did they kind of encourage you guys to look for your shot more because they knew you guys would be playing more in the first half, or does that just speak more to the kind of like heightened confidence you have in your own game?
Yeah, definitely. With the strange lineups today, we were attacking more, and we played well. So.
I feel like our whole team is capable any night. It could be anybody's night. So if I'm not on, it could be Kylie. If Kylie's not on, it could be Pat. If Pat's not on, it could be India. So I think our whole team has that mindset, which makes us deadly when we're all on. So yeah.
Can you guys talk about how last year ended? Obviously, a tough one here at home with the tournament. Not talking about the WNIT and all, but just with losing to Monmouth, and what was your guys' mindset after that? Going into the off season and how you want it to be different this year.
Just going back, seeing where we went wrong, get some new pieces, and just try to repeat this year. Like try to get back there and get the job done. I think discipline and just knowing what the goal is and using that same feeling from the loss last year into going into this year. So I'm definitely still hurt by the loss, so I use that as motivation every day.
Yeah, the end of last year was such a blow to us, and that really made us hone in on our weaknesses in the off season. And we're doing what we're doing, and I'm excited for the rest of the year.